Good afternoon, Moonhaven Falls. We here at the Crystal Network have recently been given a sentience interest piece to look into by a concerned citizen. This is a story that has apparently been a disquieting undercurrent in our town for the past few years. A story that many of you have perhaps heard, but been hesitant to speak of. It starts with a woman named Hazel Blackwood. Now, Hazel Blackwood, as many of you are aware, has apparently been acquiring children. Oh, it began subtly enough. A family, down on their luck, unable to provide for all of their little ones. Hazel, with her considerable wealth, offering a solution. She will take the children in. She'll provide for them. She will raise them as her own. Generous, some said. A blessing, others replied. Suspicious, still more whispered. And over the years, the pattern has become undeniable. More families, more children. Always those in desperate circumstances. Always Hazel, with her shadowed cottage by the whispering pines, and her coffers seemingly undepleted. The children go willingly as well, it seems. There are no confirmed stories of struggles, no crying. Moonhaven Falls Guard has, of course, investigated. Social Services has even been involved, but Hazel has been meticulous. Signed contracts, witnesses present. She appears to provide quite well for the children, at least on the surface. They're clothed, fed, educated, kept out of sight. But it's that last part that seems the stickler, and the questions have begun lingering. Why so many children? Why always children from struggling families? And what goes on behind the hedges of the whispering pines? The children are never seen in town, never heard from. They enter Hazel Blackwood's world, and seemingly vanish from ours. Whispers have started lately, darker whispers. The witch of the whispering pines, they say. Old superstitions, of course, dismissed in the light of day, but now crawling from the cracks in our reason. Are these acts of charity? Or is there a more sinister purpose at play? A collection? An apprenticeship? Or possibly something far, far worse? We here at the Crystal Network don't know the answers, Moonhaven Falls, but we do pray that Hazel Blackwood is exactly what she seems to be, a benefactor to those in need. Yet fear, like a cold fog, has been creeping through our town. And so we here at the Crystal Network will continue to investigate, will continue to press for answers, to demand that the truth be brought into the light. The children of Moonhaven Falls deserve nothing less after all, and we hope to share more about this developing situation with you soon.
Hey, boss. I had this letter arrive on my pillow this morning. It says to have you read it if I got it.
On your pillow?
Yeah, really weird, huh? I showed it to the big boss, and he said to give it to you and have you read it out loud.
Okay, let me take a look. To Timmy, radio intern extraordinaire. From a new listener, call me F. Location? Oh dear, a very tall, very boring tower. Dearest Timmy, first off, let me just say, wow, this Crystal Network is the first interesting thing that's happened to me in about 10 years. Seriously, you would not believe how dull it is up here. Do please forgive the intrusion, as I hardly know how to begin, or even if this parchment will reach anyone at all. I must confess that hearing your voices, the music, the announcer's smooth delivery, I think his name is Audrick, is the first interesting thing that has happened to me in what feels like a very, very long time. It's terribly quiet up here. Just the constant heavy breathing of the guard, and she's not much of a conversationalist. I'm writing because about a week ago, a very strange thing occurred. A mysterious package just appeared. It was simply there, in the middle of the entrance hall. No messenger, no seal, and inside was a magnificent large red crystal and a small brittle scroll with very specific instructions on how to hear your Crystal Network, and, more importantly, how to attempt to send this letter. But they are eerily familiar, reminding me of a number of dusty old books that I have found here in the tower that I've been ignoring. I may have to study them more closely, just in case this crazy delivery system actually works. I am very grateful for the music. Last night's Power Ballad Hour, truly divine. Haven't heard anything that wasn't wind chime in years, and I found myself particularly drawn to Seraphina's song about escaping the gilded cage. It really speaks to me. If it's not too much trouble, could you possibly play it one more time for your most secluded listener? My biggest hope is that this letter makes it to you, and if it does, please, 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 and I am begging you, ask Audrick to read the letter on the air. That way I will know for sure I've finally made a connection to the outside world. Please keep the tunes coming, as it's the only thing making this lonely person feel a little less forgotten. P.S. I've enclosed a dried meadow flower. I hope it survived the rather unconventional postal service. Your newest and most worried fan, Lady F. I am too afraid to share my full name, in case my father's also listening. Well, Lady F, I don't know if your dad's listening or not, but hey, we got your letter. Hey, let me see that flower. That's odd. I don't recognize this one as local. Wonder what tower she's locked up in. Well, we will welcome any additional letters that you would like to send our way, Lady F. Hey, Timmy, you should check around and see if any of the local adventuring guilds know anything about this, would you? Welcome to you, O High Majestics. A sincere greeting to the honor guards, the shopkeepers, the farmers, the entertainers, and citizens of all walks of life here in the Hidden Realms. Welcome back to Crossroads Chronicles, where we explore the most extraordinary enterprises across the Hidden Realms. Tonight, we are stepping into a haven of tranquility, a place where even the most battle-weary adventurer can find solace. The Ash and Ember Spa, a truly unique establishment nestled in the foothills of the Dragonspine Mountain near the Dunham Forest. And trust me, dear listeners, the ambiance here is positively incandescent. We have just arrived inside the elegantly draped entrance, where the air is thick with the scent of exotic herbs and a subtle, comforting warmth. The decor is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Smooth obsidian stones warmed from within, shimmering pools reflecting a soft, golden light, and there, presiding over it all with an air of serene grace, is the proprietor herself. What you can't see, but will shortly hear, is indeed the proprietor, a phoenix. Her plumage shimmers with the colors of the sunset. A gentle heat radiates from her, creating the most wonderfully soothing atmosphere. Attending to a pair of blissfully relaxed patrons are her equally striking attendants, Metron, an Asimir, and Seraphina, a tiefling.
Just a touch more of the celestial balm on your temples, madam. Its light will ease any lingering shadows.
Perhaps you would enjoy warm stone placement along your spine, sir. Infused with the earth's core energy, it works wonders for tension. I'm now here with the magnificent proprietor of the Ash and Ember Spa, Aethrid. Aethrid, thank you for having us. A phoenix running a spa. It's certainly an unexpected career path. What sparked this divine endeavor? Welcome to you, my dear traveller. For aeons I have witnessed the cycles of life and rebirth, the constant flux of energy, and I have observed how often the mortal races carry burdens of pain, of stress, the lingering echoes of conflict, and it occurred to me that the very essence of my being, warmth, light, renewal, and just a touch of the eternal, could offer respite. And your choice of attendants, an Asimir and a tiefling, a fascinating combination. Metron, with her celestial grace, embodies the purity of light and healing. Her touch carries a gentle blessing. Seraphine, with his earthly grounding and understanding of shadow, offers a very different kind of solace, drawing out tension and promoting inner balance. They represent the duality that exists within all beings, and together they create a very harmonious experience. The atmosphere here is truly remarkable. That gentle warmth, is that a natural byproduct of your nature? Indeed, it is a controlled emanation, a comforting embrace that soothes the very soul. We also utilize enchanted geothermal vents and specially cultivated fire blossoms to enhance the warmth and infuse the air with restorative properties. I did notice some rather unique treatments on your menu. Rebirth ritual, celestial cleansing, infernal infusion. Could you tell me a bit more about those?
The rebirth ritual is a deep immersion into our revitalizing mineral pools, followed by a very gentle application of phoenix feather ash balm. It is known for its regenerative properties.
The celestial cleansing utilizes blessed waters and Metron's light-infused touch to purify the spirit and to dispel negative energies. And the infernal infusion, it may sound quite daunting, but it involves carefully applied warm stones from the plane of fire, expertly handled by Seraphina. They draw out deep-seated aches and leave one feeling remarkably grounded and revitalized. It is not about pain, but about a deep, resonant warmth that eases tension. That all sounds incredibly therapeutic. Have you had any unusual clientele? We welcome all who seek peace. We have had stoic dwarven warriors seeking respite after long campaigns, delicate elven mages unwinding after intense spellcasting, even the occasional reformed goblin looking for just a bit of pampering. Though I must admit, the frost giant who requested a full-body hot stone massage presented a bit of a logistical challenge.
The stones kept cooling down too quickly.
We had to employ several specially enchanted warming braziers. It was quite the undertaking, to be honest. I can imagine. What about the local community? How have they reacted to a phoenix opening a spa? Well, initially there was some apprehension. After all, a creature of fire like myself residing so close to a forest. But they have come to understand that my flame brings warmth and healing, not destruction. Many now seek our services quite regularly, finding comfort and rejuvenation within these walls. Well, it is a testament to the peaceful atmosphere that you have created here. Aethrid, Metron, Seraphina, the Ash and Ember Spa sounds like a true sanctuary. And thank you. Thank you for sharing your unique venture with us here on Crossroads Chronicles. The pleasure was all mine, dear traveler. May your path be filled with warmth and renewal. May the light of the stars guide your way.
And may your burdens never be too much to carry. Adventurers, merchants, concerned citizens of Moonhaven Falls. Do you require sturdy armor, reliable weapons, or expertly crafted tools? Then look no farther than the Ironheart Forge, the finest blacksmith in the region. Mastered by the skilled dwarven smith Boren Stonebeard, the Ironheart Forge produces items of exceptional quality and durability. Boren's generations of experience and his meticulous attention to detail ensure that every piece forged in his workshop is built to last. Whether you need a razor-sharp longsword to face down fearsome beasts, a suit of plate armor to withstand the fiercest of blows, or even a custom-made hinge for your sturdy oak door, Boren can handle it all. Boren also offers expert repairs and modifications to your existing gear. Don't let a dented breastplate or a chipped axe head compromise your safety or livelihood. Bring your damaged goods to Ironheart Forge, and Boren will have them good as new, or even better. For craftsmanship that you can trust, visit Ironheart Forge, located just south of Oakhaven Marketplace. Tell Boren you heard his hammer ringing on the radio, and he might even give you a particularly keen edge on your next blade sharpening. Ironheart Forges, where good adventurers go for better gear.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen of Moonhaven Falls. Today seems to be a good day for letters, as we have just received another one from the mysterious TTT about the werewolves. With the continued outpouring of support toward our mysterious benefactor, and thanks from the local sanitation department for the timely warning about Sheldon the Turtle, who was stopped just in the nick of time from unleashing a well-intentioned but poorly thought-out plan to summon a Golgothan, excrement golem to deal with the town sewers, we have decided to continue reading the letters from our mysterious TTT. And as I say this, we have just received his latest letter, so I'm going to read it for you live. To the good people of Moonhaven Radio, I'm writing to you today to address the recent concerns and frankly odd hysteria surrounding the presence of the werewolves of the Blackwood Forest. I do understand that there have been heightened levels of anxiety in town fueled by rumors and speculation, and I'm here to tell you there is no cause for alarm. The group residing in the Blackwood Forest is a pack of werewolves engaged in a spiritual retreat. They are seeking solace and enlightenment, and have chosen the secluded forest as a place of quiet contemplation and self-discovery. I have personally had the opportunity to meet with some of the pack leaders, and I can assure you that they are peaceful and well-meaning. Their practices involve meditation, chanting, and a very deep spiritual connection with nature. They are not interested in causing any harm, nor disrupting the tranquility of Moonhaven Falls. Their transformation rituals, while perhaps unsettling to witness, are a sacred part of their spiritual practice, and are conducted entirely within the boundaries of the forest. The howls that some residents may have heard are part of their meditative exercises, a way for them to connect with their inner selves and the natural world around them. I would urge everyone to remain calm and respectful of their privacy. The werewolves of the Blackwood Forest are not a threat to Moonhaven. They are our neighbors, and they deserve the same consideration and understanding that we would extend to any other group seeking spiritual growth. Let us embrace tolerance and open-mindedness. Let us not allow fear and prejudice to cloud our judgment. And I personally believe that by fostering a spirit of peaceful coexistence, we can create a stronger and more harmonious community. Sincerely, TTT. Well, our mysterious letter writer, I've got to admit, this does give me something to think about, but I'm not sure you're right on this particular situation. Werewolves usually mean trouble, but I guess time will tell. Up next, a recap of last night's historic game, so stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone. If you missed the inaugural Arena Fury match, you've missed history. But don't worry, we've got all the electrifying highlights right here.
Electrifying is right, folks. It was more chaotic than a squirrel convention in a bouncy castle, so let's dive right into the madness.
The opening scramble was intense. Look at the runners from both teams, a flurry of movement as they tried to find those initial hiding spots, and the throwers are already locking and loading.
And look there, Blitz Buchanan from the Dragonfly snagging 2 balls right off the bat. Talk about starting off strong. He's got that, I came here to throw balls and chew bubblegum, and I am all out of bubblegum. Look in his eyes.
And there's the first elimination of the day. Bullseye Brenda from the Flyers with an ice beam accurate throw, taking down Shadow Stalker Sam from the Tricksters near the central ramp. Textbook thrower play.
So whack! Right in the breadbasket. And I mean, ow! Shadow Stalker is living up to his name by disappearing into the elimination zone. Better luck next time, buddy.
What's this? A blue orb in play already? And Quicksilver Quinn from the Tricksters has it. He takes a shot. Barely clips Blitz Buchanan. Look at Blitz trying to shake off that temporary slowdown.
Slow-mo action. You could practically hear the air molecules part as that ball went by. And look at Blitz. He's moving like he's wading through peanut butter. Quinn with a smart play there.
Now it's the Dragonflyers' turn with the Power Orb. Inferno Izzy grabs the red orb, and whoosh! Look at that speed! Barrel Bomber Betty from the Tricksters never saw it coming.
Holy hot sauce, did that ball have some serious heat to it. It was like a comet of fury, and Barrel Bomber just got barreled over.
Incredible agility from Skyrunner Sky on the moving platforms, dodging one, but unfortunately not the second. Talk about a coordinated effort from the Dragonflyer throwers.
Yeah, timing's everything. Sky thought they was safe riding that mobile escape route, but the Dragonflyers with the tag team takedown, that is teamwork making the dream work. Or in this case, the elimination happen.
The green orb is in play now, and Dizzy Darren from the Flyers connects. Look at Zigzag Zoe from the Tricksters. They are all over the place. Can't tell up from down, and that makes them easy pickings for Darren.
Ooh, so doing the dizzy dance. Looks like they're trying out a new interpretive movement piece called Where Did the Walls Go? Darren with the easy cleanup. Ooh, the white orb. Thunderbolt Tina from the Tricksters has it, and fires. The split? Look at that. Both lightning balls connect with Tank Tony from the Flyers. He is completely stunned. Zap! Zappity zap! Talk about a shocking development. Tony looks like he just licked himself a lightning rune. Tina with a brilliant split shot. And now the clear orb. Launchpad Larry from the Tricksters with a throw, and whoosh! Hightower Hank from the Flyers is now airborne, straight into the elimination zone. Cannonball! Larry just used Hank as a human projectile launcher in reverse. The clock is winding down. Just one runner left for the Tricksters. Last stand Lenny against the final Dragon Flyer throwers. Talk about an unexpected exit. Hope he packed a parachute. Lenny with some incredible evasive maneuvers. And the buzzer. Tricksters win with the most eliminations. Unbelievable. Lenny the last ninja standing. Talk about a nail-biting finish. That was more dramatic than my last attempt at assembling flat-pack furniture. What a game! What a debut for Arena Fury! That was absolutely thrilling start to finish, Mark. Just a taste of the high-octane action Arena Fury has to offer, and we can't wait for the next match. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes our episode for the week. I hope you were entertained, amused, intrigued, or engaged by this production. If so, there's a couple of ways that you can help to ensure the show's continuation. First and foremost, please let me know what you enjoyed and didn't enjoy. Knowing what my listeners like or dislike is invaluable in determining how the show will progress moving forward. It's also remarkably easy to do. You just need to take a moment to like this video, share it with a friend, and then leave a comment with your thoughts below. If you are listening on a podcast platform, a quick rating is also invaluable to me, and we greatly appreciate you taking a moment to let others know that we're worth listening to. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel or follow the podcast. It's a free, simple action that is absolutely essential for the continued expansion of our audience, as it lets the algorithm know that you listened and want to continue hearing these stories. For anyone who wishes to directly invest in the future of our work, please explore our community on Patreon. I personally write, edit, and produce all of the content for this show, and if you want to buy me a cup of coffee a month as encouragement to continue doing so, I will gratefully accept. We also offer several other membership tiers with exclusive benefits, and your financial support is what helps make it possible for me to deliver this content week after week. I would like to give a special thanks to my wife for her continued support and encouragement, and to my son for being willing to voice Timmy and the mysterious TTT. My family and I genuinely appreciate you showing your support, and we would like to thank you for continuing to do so. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.